Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to Mamaw's Kitchen, where Mamaw's going to cook our delicious family recipes. Here's Mamaw.
Sausage gravy to go with those biscuits. So we're going to get the sausage in the pan. One of the tricks that we learned a long time ago was to add a little bit of water to it, and that will help it separate from the meat, and the fat will separate a little bit easier and make your sausage smaller portions. So we're going to... I don't like big hunks of sausage. I like it in all the gravy. So we're going to do that. Going up about 350 and go. All right, we're going to let that water do its job and separate that a little bit. All right, we're going to cook this till it gets nice and brown.
So you're just squishing it around and
I'm just squishing it in that water because that water separates that fat from the meat really easily. Yeah, just make it nice tiny pieces. That's the goal here. There you go. See it starting to separate? Whoop. All right, that's our 10 minutes for the biscuits, and they are not done yet, so we're good. Taking a little bit for my skillet to heat up.
Okay, let's pause it and come back.
Sure.
Alright, so we're going to pause and come back once the meat's where it needs to be.
All right, we're starting to get a nice little bit of browning on the bottom of this pan. So, see it starting? All right, so now we're going to start adding some seasoning to it. I like to season the meat before I add the flour. Kind of seals it in a little bit more, gives it a little bit better flavor. I'm going to do that ground pepper. You all know how much we like this. Now, the little girls don't like as much black pepper in it as we do.
Yeah, but I always add a bunch.
Yeah, we always add more, so. Is my grinder working?
Oh, I'm sorry, I tried to test it before we were...
Nope.
It's not going?
No, I think it is. It just gets stuck in there once in a while.
Yeah, I tried to make sure it was working before we started.
This is, my daddy made this pepper grinder for us. And I like it. All right. You look on that, you can see all that black pepper on there. And it's popping at you. All right. I'm going to use a spoon. Add a little bit of salt to everything. Salt it pretty good because you're going to add a lot of milk to it, and that takes some of that out of there. So see the brown now? That's what we're after. See those brown pieces? That's going to give you a little bit more flavor. And see how nice and separated that is? Not great big chunks of meat, but nice and separated. All right, we're going to add that flour. One other thing to note, now this sausage is what Mamaw gets from Aldi's. There's no fat in that. Look down in that pan and see. So if you get something that's got a lot of fat content to it, you're going to need to get that off of there to about that much.
So toss a paper towel in and soak up that fat.
Because you do not want it to be greasy gravy.
Okay. So that was a whole cup of flour?
No, about a half a cup.
Half a cup? Okay.
What I look for is all of it getting coated with flour. See how I'm stirring it around and coating all that meat? All right, so I'm just going to coat it all, get it nice and covered with the flour. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's the idea. So there's no lumps in the gravy, and your meat actually is going to stay separated and really flavorful because I just sealed all that seasoning in there.
Okay.
Now, another trick is a little bit of half and half. Don't get carried away with it, but a little bit is just going to make it a little bit richer. Now, Uncle Clinton likes, what's that probably? That's probably about half a cup, don't you suppose?
Sure, yeah.
Uncle Clinton really likes whole milk. I do the 2%. Now I'm going to cover this meat. just enough to cover it. See what we did? Alright, and then we're going to just start stirring. And that's going to thicken up on its own. I'm just going to keep stirring it till it goes. Oh, I'm going to take it off a sear. I don't need it quite that hot. You see this steam's already coming off of it, so it was nice and warm. And it's just gonna start boiling here in just a second. When it does, it'll thicken up.
Okay, so we're gonna
and
pause
that's it.
and come back once it's the right texture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so I forgot to tell you, but definitely cast iron is the way to go. So if you want it to taste like Mamaw's, you're gonna have to go with that cast iron skillet. And it's starting to boil now, so I could start to feel the bottom of it starting to get that little bit of a film on it, so I knew the pan was starting to get hot. It's starting to boil now, and I'm just going to keep stirring, and you're going to watch the magic happen, because that heat and flour is going to get nice and thick here. And we'll be ready to do this on that gravy. You can see some of the pepper has pulled away a little bit from the meat, and so it's in here. I didn't do any extra after that initial on the meat. But
so getting a bunch of bubbles, and that's another sign that it's getting thick.
Yeah, it's going to start getting really nice and thick. And you can see the meat is not floating down. It's not going to the bottom now. It's starting to really mix in great with that gravy. And as I'm stirring, you're going to start seeing the pan. See the pan when I stir? You can tell it's starting to get thick because it's separating as we're cooking. And so I'm going to pull in this that's on the sides. It's not, this burner is a little small for this great big pan, but that gives us the ability to control how thick we get to. And so I'm going to pull that in. Alright, there you go, kiddos. Mamaw's gravy, and it's done. We're going to eat a little bit of this on that nice warm biscuit that we just made too. So, there you go.
Thank you.
What do you like?
I like a lot of gravy.
A lot of gravy. Alright, you know what? I'm going to switch to a ladle. Let's get it ladled in there nice. Alright, there you go. Can you see? My hand's in the way, isn't it? I'm left-handed. That's going to be an issue for you. There you go. There.
Alright. There's
Golden goodness right there.
That's beautiful.
Alrighty. You're welcome.